Top 3 objections to I don't want to commit to a realtor. It's a sloppy day here in Fairfield, Connecticut. It's Mark Piter's Discover Connecticut. And that doesn't mean we're going to stop our series of providing you with valuable information. So today's episode, top 3 objections to I don't want to commit to a realtor. Okay, if you've ever house hunted solo or juggled multiple agents in order to see properties, you've probably said one of these things. And look, I get it, but let me break down the top 3 objections I hear and why they're holding you back. Number 1 is I want to keep my options open. What if I find a better agent? But what they're really telling you is that they're hedging their bets. They don't really need to work with one agent because they feel like they can get a better deal going direct to a listing agent. I do want to point out, when I've been working with a client for a couple months and you're like, hey, I'm going to get a good deal because I'm going to this agent. I've been working for 4 months with my clients trying to find you. When your better bet is to have an agent whose best interest is your interest. Number 2, I don't want to lock into a contract with an agent. And I hear you, because signing anything feels like a trap. But what most buyers don't realize is a buyer's agreement protects you. It ensures that your agent is legally representing you, your interests. Continue to explain how you're there to benefit their interests and to focus on how they're not being taken advantage of. Not that anybody who's representing both sides is going to let anybody be taken advantage of, but remember, when someone's in the middle of both deals and they represent the seller and the buyer, they take on a neutral approach and they pass along information for these people to negotiate it out. Here are the facts, and that's what you get when you're going into a dual agency situation, which is not a bad thing because you get deals done, but sometimes you have an agent who's going to chip away a little more, get you that deal a little better than you could get if you're going directly to that listing agent. That's just my feeling. I think the most important detail too is that almost all buyer agreements have an out if you're not happy with the services of the agent that you're working with. So also, if you're out there listening and you're working with an agent that you're not happy with, remember, you have an out in your contract. You're not locked in if they're not doing their job. Our job is to find you opportunities, to negotiate on your behalf, and make sure you have access whenever you need it, and also to give you sage advice. Want to make sure that you're not making poor decisions in the process. Objection number 3. I can just go to open houses and contact the listing agent directly. And this, again, we're kind of leaning towards the same response on all of this. Yes, you can, but you're going into the lion's den. I mean, I hope you realize that. It reminds me of the wolf in the corner, and you see the little rabbit looking up at the wolf, and the wolf's teeth are just like gnarly, you know? And that's what I imagine when someone says, I could just go to the open house and deal directly with the listing agent. You're going into the lion's den. Keep in mind, your best bet is to be with an agent you trust, someone who's going to work hard for you, provide value, and be there when you call. So that's what I have to say. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and make sure you subscribe. I'm here to help you make smarter moves with useful information on a daily basis. My name is Mark Piter.